I keep hearing the Chiefs could be in the market to bring in another wide receiver. I want to get your opinion on that. We know Davante Adams is on the market, division rival. I'm not sure if the Raiders would be willing to trade him to the Chiefs, but I keep hearing Amari Cooper as another name who could be available. Do you think, based on the injuries in the timeline for return with some of those receivers from injury, it could be a while before they get some of those guys back? Are you expecting Veach to be active here at the trade deadline here at November 5th?
Yeah, I mean, I think Veach was probably on the phone in the third quarter of last week's game. He's just that kind of guy, you know. Yeah. I mean, he's constantly working it. I do think it has to be the right situation. And as much as Chiefs fans might want Davante Adams, I can't, as you mentioned, I can't imagine the Raiders doing that. That would be insane. Not only that, but the 30 other teams in the league, I think, would be upset with the Raiders as well. I think they're already that way with Buffalo. Buffalo keeps making these deals with us that I think are insane. But I do think, you know, a guy like maybe a guy in his last year, Diontae Johnson with the Panthers, they're not going anywhere. You know, maybe they make a trade to get a draft pick. I think one deal here that the Chiefs have proven, Brett Veach in particular has proven, he's willing to trade a first-round pick. Now, granted, that's a low round. I mean, when you win the Super Bowl, you're picking almost in the second round, but he's proven he'll do that. So I do think there's some, and I think Amari Cooper would be another, but again, you're talking about the same conference. Would they do that? I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot of people, I think, at this point that want to trade with the Chiefs simply because, you know, they don't want to make this team any better. But there is something to get done through there. And I think if you're the Panthers, man, draft picks would be worth it, especially when you don't, you know, if you're going to meet the Chiefs, you're going to meet them in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's worth noting that the Chiefs have made trades to bring in wide receivers in each of the last two seasons. Maybe not to the names of Davante Adams, but they did bring in Kadarius Toney and they brought back Mecole Hardman, and both of those players made big plays in the Super Bowl. So we'll have to see. I do think they're going to try to bring somebody in personally.